He tells everybody it's good PT and a nagging wife. No, he actually doesn't say the N word. He doesn't say nagging.
Yeah. So supportive wife.
Oh, yeah, I know. It doesn't have a good connotation, does it? So we're going to start simple just by rocking to the outside of our feet a little bit. And so Suzanne, you're going to make sure that you don't push too hard. We're just going to let you feel where a good comfortable range of motion is. Same thing with Franny. Don't push hard to get out there. I just want you to see if you can just wake up your ankles a little bit. Yeah. And you can rock to the inside too, and you might notice one side is easier to get at than the other. Yeah. 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 So on the replay, those of you watching on replay, she's talking about, wow, she has noticed that on her injured side, if she can get that big toe to anchor, she feels better coordination up the back chain and less pain in the knee. And she's anchoring without giving up the pinky. She's not over pronating. She's keeping that nice and solid. So good job, you. So after we've woken up our ankles a little bit, right? Got a little awareness through the feet going. Let's set the big toe down and reach the pinky toes out and reach the heels out. And then Shelly, just FYI, you are muted and maybe you want it that way, and that's okay. But we're okay. We're a little group, so I want you to feel like if there's anything special you want to work on today, let me know. Yeah, because it's almost like a private training session when we're this small. Yeah. Good. So inhaling with those arms coming up. Good. And then down. Good. And I want you to just kind of start feeling your hips. You might have one hip that twists forward. Can you pull that thigh bone back? So I want you not to just pull the hip back, but feel the thigh engage, or pull the foot back, even though it's anchored on the ground. I want you to notice in your body, maybe what's not doing its job as much on that side. Good. That's it, good. And one more, take those arms up and then just reach up to the side, push your circle up toward the ceiling. Good. And then push it back to center. And we'll go the other way. So reach, push with your top hand up toward the ceiling, and then press with the bottom hand back to center. Good. Bring those arms down and release, and we'll do it again. Up and over, push long, press to the middle. You should feel your belly lift up. Reach long, press to the middle, and back. Okay, so we're going to do it again, and we're just going to pay attention now to our head. So those of you who are in class on Wednesday, it was a lot about head positioning, right, and how that reacts. So when you press, maybe your throat is staying back where it belongs. Check it when you come back to the middle. Does it start to do this? Right, we don't need to get shorter just because we're coming back to the center. We're actually going to lift our throat a little more. Let's try one more. Whoop. Throat stays pulled back. Throat stays pulled back. Throat stays pulled back. Throat stays pulled back. Good, yeah. Do you feel the difference? I know, right? How much do we use our heads to do what the big muscle should be doing? Not necessary. In case of emergency only. So, we're going to take those arms forward. We're going to come into a spine twist. So find that hip, whichever yours is, that tends to rotate forward. Pull that side back. See if you can connect it by the foot pulling back even. And then we're going to rotate to the side. Exhale, push to center, and rotate to the other side. And exhale to center. Good. Now can your throat stay lifted over your ribs? So instead of your head counterbalancing, right, like that, or your head leading, right, we're going to keep that head in place. So your gaze can go with your circle, In fact, it's probably helpful if it does. That's it. Good. And one more. Good. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Good job. You're feeling your shoulder and your neck today? I see you up there doing this. Okay. All right. So let's take your ring behind you. We're going to do this nice little bit of extension. First, I want you to take your elbows and point them to the wall behind you. So you're really pulling the shoulder blades toward the midline. Good. Now take your abs, pull them back over your hips. I know, pull your ribs back over your hips. So I'm not doing this, and I'm definitely not doing this, right? I want you to be able to hold yourself over those legs. Yeah, good, okay. Can you take the top of your shoulders and just pull them back and release? Pull the top of your shoulder back and release. That's it. Good. And every time you do, can you pull your belly up? That's it, just a little. Pull your belly up. That's it. Last two, pull your belly up. And last one. Good. Yeah, good. And then release. We'll let your ring just hang in front of you. Now you're just going to come into a nice roll down. It should feel good to stretch the back of that neck. Now you've got this ring hanging, right? It's going to hit the ground a little bit. You can keep pulling your abs up away from that ring as your arms keep going down. It's pressing the bar. Good. Inhale, exhale, scoop the belly back up and in till you're up into a stand. Ah, good. Take that ring forward and up. I know. Now it's, what is that? Horus, who has the big circle over its head? The Egyptian god. Good. Take it up. Pull it apart. Pull your elbows apart. Pull your armpits apart. Good. And then come forward into your bow. And the ring will hit the ground. Keep pulling your abs up as you continue rounding down. Good. And then come back up. Grab hold of your ring. Stack your spine. Whoa. And then really stacking back. Good. That's it. And pull those arms apart. Good. And one more time. Pull your abs up. Keep pulling them up. So you're not going to push with your chest and your head or your arms even. It's the abs pulling up and the hinging at the hips that gets that down. Good. And then up. And we pull apart. Yes. Good. Take your ring out to the side. Good. Bring it back up. And I want you to pull apart in the middle and then take it to the other side. So I want you to feel that space across you. Pull it apart. Good. And out to the side. Good. And up. Pull it apart. Good. And out to the side. Good. When you take it out to your right, Shelly, I want you to let your spine come to your right just a little bit. Because it's this way, the weight is going to feel like it's really sunk in here. If you can let your ribs float to your right a little bit. Are you standing? Are you standing on? We talked about this a while ago about you standing on one. Okay, you are. Okay, so this is already you. This is already you trying to balance. I know. You're just curvy. That's all. Good. And now I completely forgot what we were doing. Is this what we're doing? Thank you, Suzanne. And Mike says we're done. Yeah, okay. All right. Feel good? So if you need to, let your head fall to the side. And then we talked about this, right? A lot of times we fall to the side and the bottom ear is sliding forward, the top ear is sliding back. What are we doing to our neck? We're crunching it. So can you instead slide your bottom ear back a little bit and then let your head fall to the side? The stretch will change. It might not feel as intense, but it's not shortening your neck in the process like you are the other way. Yeah, good. And then let it come forward. Good, then lift it straight up before you fall the other way. So again, I want you to pay attention. Is that ear sliding back? Or can you let this ear slide back? Yeah. And again, the stretch will be different, but you'll also be stressing your neck less in the bones in the back. That makes sense? Okay. Good. Good. And then the head falls forward. Good. And then we lift ourselves back up. All right. All right, so we're going to take our ring to the side of our thigh bone. So I'm starting with your right side. Oh, I didn't turn on that backlight, did I? And we're just going to let ourselves sit in a squat. And I want you to press your thigh against that. Your pinky side of your hand especially, plus your thumb, are pushing against the ring. Yeah? So we're trying to get this whole connection up here and here from your abs to the hip. Good. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. That looks good. Oh, I'm just laughing because the center stage feature on your camera, I want to make the center be your belly button. Is it something you put on with Zoom, or is it a setting you have on your camera? Because I have another client who has the same. I think it came with one of the new updates because another client started doing it. That's how I know the name of it, because she figured out what it's called. Good, now stay right here, good. Now keep pressing that thigh into your circle and vice versa, right? You're pressing the hand into the thigh. Just tap back and bring it in. And you want to watch this leg, right? There should be no wobble here. It's maintaining that strength. That's it. Yeah, good. Good. Shelly, can you start with even more of that thigh open? Just a little bit, just so it's not looking like that when you start. Yeah, that's awesome. Good. Oh, that's great. Good. 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 And last one. Good. All right, go ahead and sit a little deeper. Come all the way up, stretch up. Good. And then take that to that other side. Good. All right, so just starting with your simple sit, right? Finding yourself, so make sure your thigh is ready as you sit. Good. That's it. Yeah. Good. Yeah, now look at, even without the circle, your right thigh looks better. That's great, Shelly. Good. Good. Yep, so just start with your squats up and down. Suzanne, yep, just getting that feeling first. Oh, see, I'm not getting that feeling. I'm watching you. There we go. Yeah. Good. Now I've shifted down way to the palm of my hand. I'm still using the pinky edge as well, right? So my whole hand is alive. But I wanted to give myself more feedback lower on the leg. Sometimes if we're right up at the leg joint, we can't feel it. It feels like it's coming from the butt. So if you need to come all the way to your fingertips to get that ring lower, that's great for your grip, right? Because I've only got my fingers like this, right? Pressing the thumb and pressing the pinky. Did you get hot? Did you get hot? Good. And one more. Oh, I know. Are you getting hot? Sorry. Good. All right. So we're holding that. Check your thigh and then just tap back and bring it in. Ooh. Yes, this is where I have to work a little harder. Good. Yes. Good job, gang. Good. That's it. All right. So there's a little bit of this going on. Can you see how I'm going back and forth? So it kind of looks like my thigh is staying in place, but I'm using the rest of my body. Do you see that? I'm kind of wobbling. So we're going to really try to, yes, better. That's better. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. You're going to feel those guys lift up through here. Feel that glute stay on. Good. Can you do one more? One more, one more. I know. It's so much harder when we do it right. Go ahead and let yourself come all the way up. Ooh, nice job, you guys. What's that? Yeah, well, we all were wobbling. That's why I had to say something, because we're all having this little, and the thing that's deceptive, I think, to the brain is that we're able to do that and keep the knee in place, right? But we kind of wobble around the hip flexor, right? So, and you can see what that ends up looking like. I know, we don't want to do that. Okay, so we're going to let ourselves roll down to the mat. We are going to walk out to a plank and do one push-up and walk back in. Okay, so Franny, on the replay, you can use a piece of furniture, walk out to your plank, walk in, and then put your hands on your furniture, do a push-up, right? So roll down, walk out, walk in, furniture push-up, and then back in, okay? You guys with your rings, you can take them with you to your push-up if you're coming down to the floor, and you can put it underneath you. So I expect us to take a little time with that. If you're gonna use your ring. I love the ring. I think it makes my push-up much cleaner. We're gonna be doing 4 to 6, so you decide. I think we can do 6 because we're doing just one push-up at a time, right? And then coming all the way back up because I want you to press those feet down. Yeah, nice and long. Oops. I'll tickle you on the way. Good. Yeah. Nice. Good. That looks good. What? I'm not sure I heard you correctly. Maybe I did. You want to get it in the middle. Mark says he's done 6. How many of you guys done? You feel like this is done plenty? You done plenty? Okay. Okay. So this can be our last push-up, and instead of rolling back up, we'll just stay down. So Franny, you can do one more push-up and then come on down to the mat and join us on the mat. Ah, that's nice. Okay. We're going to take our ring, put it between our feet. And so I'm holding it sort of, you know those old shoe things that tell you what size your foot is? And there's that weird little part for your instep. So that's going right on your instep. Yeah? Right across the middle there. Yeah? Okay. Can you see that? Yeah? Does that make sense? Okay, good. Okay. Yeah? Let me get closer. This way. Sorry, Freddie. Everyone's trying to figure out what my feet are doing with the ring. So it's kind of, because I have a longish foot, I guess it goes from just to my heel to the ball of my foot on the metatarsal head itself, that bumpy part. So if you happen to have a bunion, you have a really good marker there. You're okay, don't cry. Okay, so Huckleberry is crying because we're not sitting with him now. So I hope you can't hear it. Sorry. Feet are flat on the floor. All right, so all we're doing is just holding that, right? Seeing if we can get a little closer. And you just want to find a place where it's not killing you, where it doesn't hurt you. Good, I know, there. And then we're just going to roll back into C curve. So exhale as we roll back. Good. Inhale as you come up. I want you to open those arms wide. Keep your feet. This is foot endurance. So watch your toes. Mine will want to curl up. I've got to really work to keep the length. Yeah. That's it. And we should start feeling inner thigh. Oh. Good. Yes, all the good stuff. Good. And then we're going to change our breath. So we're going to inhale as we roll back into C curve. We're going to encourage that ribs to expand here, but hold on to the abs here. Ready? So inhale. Try to create a C curve. Good. Exhale. Lift yourself up. Good. Inhale. Pull the pubic bone and the ribs back. Yeah. Exhale. It should be harder. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Good. And inhale. And exhale, lift. Good. All right. Inhale back. Stay back there. Exhale, rotate. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. One more each way. Are your feet still on the ground? That's it. Good. And then all the way up. Good. And then your legs probably would like a little rest. Yeah. So go ahead, extend them out. I know. We'll take them a little wide. And then you'll just take your ring in front of you. We're going to do spine stretch forward. So remember, I always say spine stretch is not about hinging forward at the hip. It's about pulling your abs back away from your fingers. So you think like you're doing a C curve back almost. Pulling those ribs back, ribs back, ribs back. And then lift up your chest. Yeah, scoop the ribs back. Pressing down your ring gently. Good. Good. And this is how we mimic the Cadillac machine. Scoop, 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 scoops. Good. And lift. Good. Now when you come back up, I want you to notice if you're back, you're on the back of your sits bones. When you lift your chest up, can you rock to the front of your sits bones? Really get your leg to move against the hip and vice versa. Sorry, get the hip to move over the leg. Yeah, good. One more. And then all the way up. Yeah, feel good? We forgot all about those nasty inner thighs. You love? Okay, good. That's good. All right. Go. Okay, so speaking of roll downs, we're going to take your feet inside your ring, and now your feet are pushing out against your ring, right? So my feet are in it, and they're pushing out. And I want you to look at them for a second. And it can be on either place. So wherever it's comfortable. Some people, those handles are not comfortable on their feet. They'd rather be on the band part. I think that is actually more comfortable. Hi. Hi. Hello. Go back to your bed. He just does not like napping without somebody. So he just needs to be with somebody. I know. He is a little sweetie. We're going to push those feet out. And I want you to notice now the back of your inner thigh is turning on. Can you feel that? Perfect. Now we're going to roll back into half roll back. So exhale as you go back. So it feels like familiar territory. Good. Inhale as you come up. Good. Yeah. That's a dog Pilates. Dog Pilates. This is what you're doing. You're not loving me. Doggy love. All right, so hold this one back. Good. Now I want you to rotate your feet as if you were trying to get the top of your foot to the back of your ring. And I want you to notice how you lose some of your stability there. Then you're gonna push your feet flat so the soles of your feet are pushing away from you like they're on a bar, on a leg press machine, yeah? And you do that again. I want you to feel, yeah? So I'm doing, I'm doing this. Pretend this is my foot, and I'm rolling so it comes this way, and then the sole of my foot, yeah. So top view, it goes like this and like that. Good. Yep. All right. All right. Go and come all the way back up. Grab onto your leg or your feet or wherever. Pull the front of your hip bones forward. So again, I'm not dropping. I'm trying to get my pelvis to be mobile here. I'm lifting the chest up. Good.
Okay.
Hi. You're a good boy. Okay. I know. He's... All right, and then we're gonna roll ourselves all the way down, keeping those feet flat, 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 flat. Shh, it's all right, stand down. Shh, shh. Huckleberry, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. All right, so, it's all right, stand down, come. You don't know what he's barking at. Come over here.
The barking cat.
All right, so inhale, exhale, come up into bow, push your feet out in your ring, push them out. See if you can feel your belly drop in. Yes. Yes, Shelly. Look at how flat your abs are. I know, she's like, my abs? Yes, your abs. Look at that. Good. Inhale and exhale. Press those feet out. Allow your abs to drop in, right? Don't fight the push. If you feel like your back is arching and you're bending backwards, it's because you are, right? So fold inwards and push out. Good. One more. We're going to hold this lift. Shh. Good. Okay. Now here comes the little tricky part. You're pushing your heels down. Dig your heels in and pull your heels towards your booty. Your circle might move. You have to keep pushing out into the feet and then back out and then down. Yeah. So inhale, exhale, up into your bow. Feel that beautiful flatness. Inhale, exhale, push your feet apart as you pull the ring in. That's it. Good. And back out. What are you doing? Good. And then down. Good. What are you doing? That's it. Keep that energy going. Good. Where's your camera? Let's take a picture of his happy face. He's so happy to be sitting on your chest. Good. And then down. And then down. All right. He's so he is trying so hard to give love to Mark. He just loves him so much. All right. So go ahead and pull your legs up into tabletop. And just allow your back to soften into the mat. Hi, good boy. I know. Grab a hold of your ring. All right, come up into your bow. Squeeze your heels together and press your legs away from you, giving a little squeeze through your arms. Good. Bring your legs back in. Come out of your bow. Inhale, exhale, up. Squeeze those heels. Press out. Good. So hopefully now, after all the things we just did, it's a little easier for you to connect to both sides of your inner thigh, the front ones and the back ones and the rear hamstring. Good. Good. All right, one more. We're going to stay out there. Good. Take your right leg, drop it down to the ground. Exhale, lift it back up. And your left leg. As you lift it, can you squeeze your elbows in a little bit? Keep that throat lifted and long. Good. You can keep your head down, Shelly. Just keep your ribs in. That's okay. You don't have to lift it, right? Why suffer? Good. We only want you to suffer in the right muscles. Oh! Okay, well then. So I have to tell Franny what you just said. Franny, she goes, I am. It's my abs that hurt, not my head. So in that case, keep going. All right. So obliques are awake a little bit, yes? So now we can go into our crisscross. For crisscross, we're going to take our hand inside your ring. So I could hang it off the back of my hand, right? And then the other one on the inside. Bring those legs back up into tabletop, up into your bow. Extend your right leg out, rotate to your left. Inhale, exhale, pull across. Shh, good. And then pull, and I want you to really feel your abs resist. They should pull down to the mat as your arm lifts up to the sky. That's it. Shh. Good. That's it. And last one on each side.
Oh.
Good. And then back to center and rest down. Good. Feel good? All right. Legs come up to the sky. And your ring is in the middle of your ankles. Right between your, not on the foot side of your ankle bone, but on the leg side of your ankle bone. Okay, this is one of my favorites, you guys, so you have to pretend you love it. I'm going to actually switch mine so that it's on the band and not the handles. And if you do that, you'll feel like it's a little easier to move because we are going from side to side. Okay, so inhale, prepare. Exhale, up into your bow. You can have a hand behind your head if you want, but your goal is to get your chest up to your circle and your hands are there reaching to catch it in case it falls, yeah? I know, just in case. All right, all we're gonna do is give a squeeze from the top of our inner thighs. Good. And then we're going to rotate right leg in front of left. Squeeze the legs together, front to back. Rotate side to side. Squeeze, pulling those inner thighs into your belly. Good. Rotate. That's it. Squeeze. Shh. That's it. Side to side. Pull the inner thighs into your abs. Good. Rotate. Squeeze front to back. Good. Rotate. And then I think this is the last one this way and the last one front to back. Yeah. And front to back. Nice. Isn't that fun? I just like going all the way around. And you work quad, ham, and adductors all in that one circle. Yeah, plus your abs, of course, and how your obliques have to stabilize side to side. So much goodness in our lives. Okay. So now I want to have those lower half of your obliques working in rotation. So we're going to take the ring back up one more time. Actually, it's going to be two more times, but we're going to take it up between the ankles. Push your heels up to the sky and then push the whole sole of your foot up to the sky as if you were laying on a leg press machine and pushing it straight up. Yeah, good. So feel that energy through your legs. Now inhale, tip your hips to the side. Exhale, use your inner thigh on the lower leg to push against the top one. And then today we'll go all the way to the other side. Inhale over. Exhale, push back to center. Good. Inhale over. And exhale, push. Good. And push. And that's it. Push and resist. Remember that top leg isn't being lazy. It's resisting that bottom leg. Okay, so get to have a little pause. You doing okay? Mark is getting so much extra workout. With a dog on him. Huckleberry just, as soon as he stops, then Huckleberry leaps away. I'm sure he'll be back when Mark starts moving again. Yes. So legs up to the sky. I don't know if you guys can see Mark very well because he's sort of a black blob on the screen there. Heels, find those legs nice and long. Good. Now we're on the inside of your ring. Now I want you to pull actively with that bottom leg, the outside leg. Resist actively with the top one. We should feel this at our hip. If you feel it here in the front of your hip, lower your legs a little bit away from you. Yeah? I want you to feel it. Whoops. Hi, Huckleberry. Oops, it just stuck to me, my Velcro. Good. Yep, that's it. And then same thing the other way. Inhale over. Exhale, pull, 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 and resist. Both sides, pull and resist. Hi, sweet boy. Good. Good boy. You can think of it as, as a softer angle, just to keep you less in the front of the hip flexor as you pull and more from the sides of your hips. Yeah. So, keeping your ring in your ankles, we're just going to do a nice little bridge. Lifting those hips up. Good. And then lower down. And if it's, keeping lateral pressure out. So you should feel that ziplock edge of your foot from your heel towards your pinky. Hi, you happy boy. Your paw right in my neck. Good. Good. All right. And the next one, we're just going to stay up for a moment, and I want you to do a shoulder bridge, right? Shoulder bridge is like in yoga, where you get to pop your ribs and all your weight comes to the top of your shoulders. Yep. All right. Now keep your hips up. Don't let them move. And I have to do this one with a practice hand here. Pull your ribs down, but do not let your hips move. Get your booty as high as you can. Yep. Now, good. All right. And then roll that down. And we're going to do that again. So I want you to come all the way up past your neutral into that shoulder bridge, pushing your hands down. Good. And then keep your glutes up. So this is where I get my practice hand under my booty and pull the ribs down. Huckleberry's being my helpful visual aid. And roll it down. I know. Rounding up. Good. All the, good. Keep your booty up. That's it, Shelly. That looks so nice. I want your ribs to live in that place all the time. But it just this great alignment, super alignment. And it changes where your power is going to come from. You'll be powering less from your back and way more from your abs and hips. Good. Good, you guys. Very nice. Okay. So then we're going to let ourselves just gently roll onto our side. Sorry, boy. I got to roll sideways. Excuse me. Okay. And we still have that ring on our ankles, right? Oops, you can't see my ring. Let me scoot a little bit more. Okay. So you have a couple choices. You can be in that upright position. You just have to watch your shoulder, right? So if you're going to be in that upright space, you have that little extra awareness because gravity is even more impactful. You can also, of course, lay down low, which is equally hard work for the glutes. It's all good. So we're just going to lift and lower, and I want you to line your legs up toward the back of your mat if you can, right? So gentler would be a little bit forward. A little more challenging would be to the back of your mat. Shh, you don't know what he's barking at. Good. That's it. Come on, legs. Lift. I know. Yes, me too. Good. Good. Getting that hip strength to support the knees. We love that. Can you think about doing a little bow almost as you lift your legs? So you get this little tuck in, just a little tuck in, so that really helps us fight the urge to use our back to lift the leg. Yep, so hold it up. Give me that little tuck in right here. Good. One more tuck in, little tuck in. Good. I know, it's those glute meats, man. So then we're just gonna do a nice little gentle glute med exercise where we circle the inside of your ring. And the challenge is to, You guys, I apologize for the barking. The challenge is to let the foot hit every point of that circle. Good. Then reverse. Right, notice where it gets choppy. Where does it miss? For me, it's this top back corner. Where does that come from? Right here.
Huckleberry.
Yeah, good, good. All right, then you're just gonna take that top leg, rest it on top of your ring. And then this is where Franny and Susanna, I want you guys to be extra careful. You're gonna pull your quads up and then press using your inner thigh down. If you do not activate your quads first, you're gonna torque at your knee. So I want that quad lift, you'll feel the glute turn on a little, and then just pull down, and then press. So your abs are lifting, right? Your abs will lift across your low belly, quad up, and your inside of your, if you feel it, you could probably feel where the hamstring attaches and the inside adductor turns on. Good. That's it. Good. And then we're going to hold your ring down. Just rock your foot back a little bit, rock it forward a little bit. And you're just going only as far as you can keep that ring from falling. You're just rocking and keeping the pressure on your ring. Keep pushing one way, good. Keep pushing the other way. Whoop, lost it. Good, that's it. And one more. Well, very good. I'm glad. Arms out in front of you, glutes on and inner thighs as close together as possible. So hopefully after everything we've done so far, your legs should feel more mobile in their joints and able to get to your midline a little more easily. Hi, Huckleberry. All right, so now you get to inhale, lift up. You can put a little pressure down on your ring, and I want you to see if you can keep those glutes reaching toward each other, those legs reaching toward your midline, and then gently float yourself all the way down. Inhale and exhale, lift. Good. And then that's it. He just wants to be with somebody, that's all.
I don't care if you do exercises.
He is so unhappy when he can't be with a person, and he just wants to be close. Like, I get why Chihuahuas are, I never really was interested in Chihuahuas until we got one, a mix. And like, oh my God, they just love their people. They don't necessarily love other people, but boy, they do love their people. Yes, very cautious. So I want you to come to a halfway place, not all the way up, not all the way down, just so you can clear your sternum just a little bit, and just want you to shrug those arms forward and then pull your shoulder blades back. So just holding that, and I want you to make sure that even in that little halfway place, you have a sense of your abdominals pulling up away from the floor. That's it. Shrug away, pull them back. So when you pull back, can you keep your arms long and keep your abs up? I know. That means you're going to probably corkscrew those elbows down to the floor a little bit, but they still stay straight. Yep, that's it. Good. And one more. Good. Let your ring go down. Bring your hands next to your shoulders. Press up, sorry, Huckleberry, into your full plank. I'm sorry, into your full swan. So lifting, lifting, lifting. He's like, he doesn't want to give up. Well, I'll just sit down here instead. And then come back down. Good. And again, exhale, press up. Good, yes, good. And one more time. Good, all right. Now staying here, we're gonna come onto our forearms. Press those forearms down, single leg kick. So Suzanne, be careful with your right leg. I don't want it to be super forceful. Just move through the range of motion. We're gonna lift the thighs off the ground, glutes are on, and we're gonna contract the ham, extend the ham. Contract the ham, extend the ham. Yeah? So I am trying my darndest to lift my thighs off the mat. It's probably hard to see in the screen, but I'm trying. I'm also trying to keep my belly lift off the mat. But my extra skin is probably hanging down, making that hard to see too. But I'm trying. Yes. Good. 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 And last one on each side. Come on, last one. Make it your best one. Good. All right. And then we can sit back in child's pose. To go slowly. Yeah. Good. All right. So then we're going to pick up that ring again because we got to do our legs on the other side. I didn't forget. I do sometimes, but not today. Did not forget. So we're on our side with our legs in our ring. There's a lot going on today. So we are inside the leg. Inside the leg. Inside the circle, sorry. The feet are inside your circle. Can you see that? Okay. All right, so remember you have your two options. You can be down, you can be up, but in both of those, you want to keep that lift, and it becomes more important when you're up just so you don't jam that shoulder, right? Keeping that. All right, so here we go. Lifting and lowering. Lift. Yep, so we're lifting both legs up. Oops, sorry, watch out. I'm sorry, didn't mean to kick you. You're okay. And don't arch the back, right? We're going to keep those abs on, that little tuck in your ribs. Thank you. Thank you. Oops. Hang on. Hold on. Good. That's it. We just have two more. Just two more. Good. Wow. Good. All right. Oh my God. It's so much harder on this side for me. Oh my word. We're just going to make our little circles around. That's it. Good. All right. So that means your bottom foot has to stay strong into the ground, right? Your bottom hip is still working, holding the ring. If your ring is moving around a lot, that could be because the bottom leg is not active against the ground. Good. Do we try reversing? Oh, my word. Press every part of that circle. Oh my word, I'm telling you, I can't even do it. Come on, girl. Get it together. Good. Oh yeah, me too. This is totally apparently my less stable side. So this is the side, I think it was Monday or Wednesday when we were working and we talked about watch where your hip goes when you squat. So for me, this side is excruciating. This is also the side that swings out when I squat, the one that I have a hard time keeping in. This exercise that we're doing will make it easier over time for me to keep that hip in, and you too, right? So just pay attention. If you've got a swinging side, then make this leg do that, or whatever that side is, yeah? Yeah, yeah. So now we're going to do that press down. So we've taken our leg out and set it on top. Yep. And we're going to pull the kneecap up, feel the booty on, and then press down, right? Because you want the leg to move as one super strong unit. There should be absolutely no torquing in that knee. Right? So that is usually, so Suzanne's noting that it's easier to pull down than it is to push up on this side, and that's common, right, for the side that swings out in a squat because it's no control there. Good. All right. Still have your glute on and your quads on, because now you're going to slide your foot a little bit forward. So hold it down and press as you go forward. Press as you go back. Nice. Good. Can you give yourself just a little, I cannot see the screen. I'm trying to look over his head. Can you give yourself a little abdominals here? There you go. Good, that's it. Notice where you tend to lose the pressure, right? Maybe it's somewhere back here. Maybe it's somewhere here. Now, if this is already your dominant adductor and your weaker abductor, abductor, maybe you don't have to press as hard here. Maybe you need less of this, right? So if you're doing the replay, keep that in mind, right? Things you can play with. All right, my leg is toast. My top leg is still, my hip is still talking to me. All right, so we're going to take that ring away from behind you, and we're going to let ourselves come up to a stand. We're going to bring the ring with us. So take a nice breath. Exhale, lift yourself up. And drag that ring along as you roll yourself up. Good. One last bit for our arms. So we're going to hold your ring in front of you. Good. Take it up to the sky. Good. Bend your elbows, squeezing the ring as you lower it behind your head, trying to point your elbows forward. Good. Keep your elbows pointing forward as you squeeze and push upward. Good. And then release. And again. So our goal is not elbows in front of us, but elbows by the ear. We're really trying to encourage that shoulder mobility. I'm showing you one that's not all the way right yet, and you can probably see why. Do you see how my ribs are popped? So I've got to get everything back in line. And it might make my shoulders pop forward a little bit, my elbows pop forward. That's okay. That's where my range of motion is today. And you're just going to keep trying to keep all that line going. Abs in. That's it. There you go. Good. Abs in, abs in. Let it come from here, not from just here. Right. Make these abs pull too. Back against your hip bones. Good. 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 Yep. And there you go. And then all the way up. Good. And now back into a bow, just like at the very beginning. Stretch the back of your spine into your ring. Good. And then lift all the way up. You're going to spine twist. Grab on with your right hand. Rotate and open to the back. Good. Come back up to the front. Grab on with your left hand. Rotate and open. Good. Push it back up. Good. One more each side. Pull it apart. Pull it apart. Pull it apart. Good. Good. And rotate and open. Good. And then back to the center. Ta-da! On your, you guys,
We did it.
thank you for your patience with the dogs, with the grand dog. I love dogs too.